Hello, today I will give to do this episode how Chat GPT effective learning English. Um, Hello listener, this is part 2 of the 3-part episode in which I playing around with Chat GPT in order to see how it can help you learn English. Chat GPT is a sophisticated sophisticated AI chatbot. You can ask it question and it command and it respond instantly. This is the most advanced AI chatbot I have ever used, and it is quite impressive how it can do so many different tasks. We are all finding out how we can use it and how it can be useful at time saving. Time saving. Time saving tool for many things, including learning and teaching English. Of course, ChatGPT is not without its critic. Some criticism include the fact that ChatGPT will probably encourage cheating and will be make harder for institution like school to detect cheating. Noam Chomsky, the well-known linguist and intellectual had described it have high-tech plagiarism because it essentially regulated other people work and doesn't provide citation or source for the information it provides, and also people are suggesting that ChatGPT or AI in general could ultimately lead to a lot of people losing their job. Does that include me and other English teacher like me? Can ChatGPT replace English teacher, content creator, or even the need to practice English with a human at all? I am not entirely sure. And we are working your thing out at the moment, since this is perhaps the first time this kind of technology has been so accessible. And now everyone is using it, learning about and thinking about it. There are very interesting debate about this is going on, but this episode is focusing mainly on things you can do with ChatGPT, seeing how it works and evaluating its effectiveness.
Effectiveness.
Effectiveness as a language learning tool. This is part 2. In part 1 of this, I asked it to create a study plan and add if I were an upper immediate learner English with it instantly work for me. The advice were present very clear and a lot of it were pretty decent. Advice at first glance. But were it appropriate? Advanced for the learner profile I work. Was the information a bit generic? What experience or research were it advised based on? We don't really know. I am teach it ability to correct English error and explain the correction. We seem to do quite well, although it lacks the ability of a human teacher to see the bigger picture and to use emotion intelligence. Emotion intelligence, and then I started thinking its ability to have a natural conversation with its structure. With mainly because as an AI language model, it doesn't have any feeling or opinion of its own, and apparently their thing and absolutely vital element.
Vital
Element.
Elements.
Vital element for good conversation, but it's possible to persuade.
Persuade.
Chat GPT to forget it is an AI chatbot and pretend to be someone else, like a celebrity. Celebrity that you like to chat to, or the English teacher who can correct the error while you chat. This is what we looking at the part 2 here. Also coming up are their question. How well does it handle role play in the other to let prepare you English in specific situation? How well does handle role play in other let you prepare to your English specific in situation? Can you simulate job interview situation with it? Simulate. Can it create useful text or dialogue for study with? Can it help you with exam preparation? By providing a simple written text to respond to FCE or CIA writing task. Can it give you good advice for doing Cambridge exam? Can it create reliable useful exam practice task to help you prepare for IELTS? Can it simulate job interview? How well does it handle role play in order to let you prepare user English in specific situation? Let's find out now as we continue to play around with Chat GPT. By the way, there is a PDF script for all the things I am saying in the episode, including all the form I'm using, and you can get it on the page for this episode on my website, link in the description. If you are watching on YouTube, you will see the text on the screen, and I remember that you watch it in full screen mode so you can see the text more easily. Okay, so let's continue, and here we go. Conversation role play for specific situation. Tình huống đặc biệt, tình huống cụ thể. If you need practice of using English in certain specific situations, you can ask it to help you. I am a hotel receptionist. Can you help me deal with a customer complaint? It just give me advice. Like article about how to deal with customer complaint. You can ask it to create simple dialogue for you for different situations. Can you make a dialogue between a hotel receptionist and a customer making complaint about their room? It's created a pretty good model dialogue. The language you can see is a professional and polite. Polite and a good example of the kind of English you would need in that situation. ChatGPT is good at this kind of thing, but as a teacher in class, I might want to make sure this dialogue contains certain target language which I want to present and practice. Again, there isn't a brain the looking at the bigger picture, guiding you, interpreting you need an reaction, anticipating and planning at the prepare learning material and activity for you. Conversation can be hard to maintain. You need to give it very specific specific instruction. If you want to converse with it, otherwise it will just generate dialogue. Let's do role play. You pretend to be a hotel customer with a complaint, and I will be the receptionist. Can you also correct my English error during the role play? It just created the dialogue writing line for both people. Let's see what happens if I rewrite the form more specifically. Now let's do a role play. You pretend to be a hotel customer with a complaint and I will be the receptionist. I will start by writing hello, can I have you, then give you a response and wait for me to reply before writing the next line. Can you also correct my English error during the role play? It's very difficult to pursue the if to do this job interview role play. Can you interview me for a job as a TEFL teacher at a new language school in Paris? This worked quite well. It generated question one after the other. It also responded when I asked for clarification. Clarification. Now let's see, it can help you prepare for an interview for a specific position. Can we do a job interview role play? I will input a job as a advertisement. And can you then interview me for the position? You can input the detail from a job advertisement. The page or the text from on an online job
Advert
like marketing manager job advert for TEFL teacher friends for advert for the podcast hot job advert. Inputting a large amount of text can confuse Chat GPT and it tend to just summarize the text, but then you can say ask me interview question based on the job description I gave you. It should ask you some pretty good question relevant to that job, which will allow you to simulate the interview on your own, or at least prepare some answer. You could type your answer into Chat GPT and ask it for feedback. But beware. Of just practicing English through typing. Don't forget that the real work you have to speak spontaneously. And you have use social skill while doing, including things like body language, symbol, dialogue, or text. Ask it to produce the same text or symbol dialogue which you can then study with. To be fair, it isn't really necessary as there are so many text and resources already available for you, including one which are specifically created to help you learn English, but that they are in the published book and material that you may not have immediate access to. Also, it is simple to just go to ChatGPT and ask it created any text or dialogue you want following your specific introduction. instruction specific instruction. Can you write a 300 word text contain useful phrase for talking about user using the toilet. No speaking. Remember, Chat GPT won't say any of the sentences because it is only take from. Can you create 200 word story to present the user narrative?
Narrative.
Verb tense in English. What I want from this rain. Verb tense, participle, past continuous, past perfect with good clear example of how the form are used and how they different each other. Did it that good? Were it good story? Can it help with Cambridge exam test preparation? Let's see if can do Cambridge first certificate what writing test. Simple answer can help us to practice our writing by providing a model which we can learn from. Let input chat directly into Chat GPT. CAA writing part 1. You have received this email from the English speaking friend David. From David, subject touring holiday. Some college friends of mine are visiting your area soon for a week. Is a touring holiday. They would like to travel around and learn about your local area and its history. Can you tell me about some of the places they could visit? What is the best way to travel around? Car, by or coach? Thank David. Write your email right on 14 to 119. Work in the appropriate style. Dear David, it's great to hear from you. I'd be happy to give some recommendation for your colleague friend is a touring holiday area. Yeah, plenty of place to visit and explore. Around here. If your friends are interested in history, I would suggest they start with a visit to local museum with how exhibited on the rare part, including its early settlement and industrial heritage. Another must visit to Old Castle, which is one of the most famous landmarks in the region. Your friend can take guided tour of the castle to learn about its history and its role around development. And for the best way travel around, I would recommend a car. There are several car rental agency available in the area, and it is efficient efficient and flexible way to travel and explore. However, if they are more comfortable with public transport, there are several hot tours available that take visitors around to the most popular site. I hope your friend enjoys their time here and get to experience everything that the area has to offer. Let me know if there is anything else I can help with. Regard. Best regard.
Best regards.
Can you give me some advice on how to do Cambridge FCE writing chat like the one I give you? Certainly, here are some tips for approaching a Cambridge FCE writing chat. Read the instructions. Certainly, make sure you understand the requirement of the task, including the workout, writing style, and content you are expected. Practice to include plan your writing, spend a few minutes brainstorming. Brainstorming and organizing your thoughts before you start writing. Create an outline or mind map to help you structure your writing. Use formal language. FCA writing chart usually require formal tone, and make sure you use the appropriate language and grammar. Avoid construction and informal expression. Including a variety of language, use a variety of vocabulary, grammar, structure, and sentence try to demonstrate your proficiency in English. Check your work list sometime at the end to read over your work and check for errors, spelling, punctuation. And grammar. Make sure your writing is clear and easy to understand. Practice. The more you practice writing, the better you will become. Try practicing with past FCA writing chat or writing on variety to topic to improve your skill. Remember to remember to manage your time well during the exam and make sure you allocate time for planning, writing, and checking your work with some practice and preparation. You can do Cambridge FCI writing task. The answer was pretty good, but it got something wrong. I said that I should use formal tone, but this isn't always the case. The email to David shouldn't be formal. In fact, it event contradict 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 contradict
Contradicts.
contradict what it did in the writing chat. It used some informal language here. It didn't refer any assessment criteria. Added to creative IL practice test. I asked, can you create an IL reading section 3 practice test? It created a test with look good at first glance. But it was not proper. Section 3 reading test, the test format. The test format was different and did not follow the true for not given format. Not given format for IL part 3, so this means it is not providing sufficient practice for IL reading section 3. Each part of IL is specifically designed to test different reading skills, and each reading test is very carefully read to test those skills. Chat GPT didn't do this the same standard. As you would find in proper IL test. IL test preparation material part 2 ending. That is where we are going to part 2. I hope you enjoy the episode and finding them useful. Don't forget to leave your comment in the comment section if you have something to say. We are going to continue part 3 of this episode, which will be available soon. In fact, might be available for you now. Check the episode description for link. In the part 3, I will be attempting to get answer the question. Can you use Chat GPT live dictionary? Can it give the same information about words that we can find in a good dictionary? Can it give a correct definition information about part of speech, pronunciation, exam, sentences, synonym, antonym, synonym,
Antonyms.
antonym, and collocation. Collocation. It provides information about the etymology of word and phrase. transcribable.
Transcribe.
Transcribe things into phonemic
Phonemic.
script. Does it accurately?
Accurately.
Transcribable thing into written English pronunciation, or it is just standard American? Can it convert between different
Dialects.
dialect of English? Will it convert American English into Britain English or into specific dialect?
Dialects.
Dialect of British English. Is it able to help us to user write sentence strict, work strict, pausing and intonation. When reading things out loud? Can it help us practice grammar by creating quiz or test? Are the tests reliable? Can it help you remember vocabulary with test and quiz?
Quizzes.
Can it help you remember word and spelling with mnemonic memory device? Can it create text adventure game? Can it adapt its English to different level? What are overall thoughts? Conclusion about Chat GPT.